So let's make a new month flyer design in Pixellab. It's really going to be a quick one. So let's start with a blank aspect ratio. So I would go to image size and adjust this. I like using 1080 by 1350. So once you've done that, you click OK, you have this. So we're making a new month flyer design. The best thing to start with first is adding your image. So I downloaded some images from Pinterest that I think we can use. I'm looking at this or this. Okay, so I think we'll go with this. But now we can't remove the background for this here in Pixellab. So we have to use an app called Pixel Cut. So I use Pixel Cut to remove background. So you can click on, once you open it, you will see it like this. And then once you click on remove background, you add your image. So it analyzes it and removes the background for you. So if you want to export as PNG, make sure you select the transparent background, not white background. So you can go to open in editor and then, okay, if you try to upscale, it's a premium feature. So if you've not subscribed yet, you can't really use that feature. So let's see if there's any other thing we can do here before we proceed. So I'll go to edit and then we can adjust brightness, vibrance, temperature, basically what the normal photo editor can do. Now I don't like how blurry this picture is. So before we come here, let's go to Lightroom and edit our photo. So you can go to Lightroom. You have to download Lightroom. So once you do that, once you've opened Lightroom, select your image. And then this gives you several options to edit your image and all. So I'll go to edit. I just want to increase the sharpness. So I'll go to detail, sharpening, and increase the sharpness. So you can see that we are now having some detail. So you can increase this a little. So that's just basically all I wanted to do. All right. So we would export this, export as JPEG, and then click OK. Now back to Pixel Cut. So we have a better image we can use. Now this one. Yeah, perfect. So you can go straight to exporting. You'd have the Pixel Cut logo here because we're using the free version. So you can save this. Once you've done that, let's go back to Pixellab. So I think we are going to delete this. So go to your layers panel and delete that. Now let's add the new image. Okay, so we have this. So we have like a watermark here and this one. So we'll scale our image to make sure those parts are hidden. So that means we will have something like this. Now I'm going to lock this layer so that I don't move it accidentally. So I'm going to lock that. The next thing we are going to do is to add our background. So if you're trying to get backgrounds, you don't have to stress yourself creating backgrounds. You can download backgrounds from Pinterest. You would find this Pixellab assets pack in the descriptions, so you can download them. So these are assets I have put together for Pixellab users. So you can always download it, and then would update the pack with the process of time. So I would go to the pack, so Pixellab assets, these are backgrounds. Now this is February, so we are looking at something red. So there are a few red backgrounds around here. So we'll try out a few of them just to see which one works best. So this is one. Okay, so let's try scaling this up. I can scale this up so that we have something like this, and then we take it behind our image. So we have something like this. Let's try another background. So do not hesitate to explore your options. So explore your options so that you can see which one works best. Okay, so this seems to even be a better option. Okay, so layer spanning, bring this below. Okay. All right. Let's try this one. So let's take it behind the image. So now this is really making a lot of sense for what we are trying to achieve, but it's distracting in a certain way because both the person and the background are in focus. So we have to blur the background a little so that this person stays in focus. It's a principle of photography called depth of field. So we would blur this a little. I already have a blurred version, but I will just show you how to do that in Pixel Cut. So if you want to do that, go to your Pixel Cut. I'm going to close this. Go to Pixel Cut and click on Start with a photo. So you might have to locate where the pictures are. So it depends on your device. It may not look like this. It may not look like my own. So I have this guy. So once you've done that, once you've opened it here, you just go to editor and then click on the image. So you can now see blur. So once you see blur, you can increase the blurriness to something about 4 or 5. Let's set it to 5.2. It doesn't have to be a specific figure. You can use whatever works for you. So once you're done with that, click OK, and then you export. So once you've done that, you save. That's just all you needed to do there. So let's import that blurry one so that we'll see the difference. So we have this. So we have the Pixel Cut logo watermark on this image. So we'll just scale it up so that we can hide that part. So let's bring this below. Now, can you see that this versus this allows the viewer to focus on who is at the center? Do you understand? So that's just how it is. So we are going to delete the other one and lock this one in place. The next thing we are going to do is to add our text. So you go to text and then you can add February. So now let's change the color of this to white. So you come to your text control and then slide through and go to color, and you can make this white. Now let's change the font. Now these are Pixellab default fonts, but I don't really like them. I have installed some of my own fonts. So you'll see a font folder in that Pixellab pack, so you can always download it and install. I'll link a video to installing fonts, how to install fonts. So, but this is just basically how I go about it. So I have some font folders. So I just locate the folder. So these are fonts. Which one would I like to install? So I like this one, alpha kind. Mansfield. Okay, so I think I'm going to use Mansfield for this. But then we need a, what do they call it now? We need a serif font, a stylish font. So you can go to your browser, going to go to Chrome. You can go to your browser and search for luxury font free download. So if you come to that font, we are looking for fonts like this. Okay, I have one I know. You can use, what do they call it now? Vesley font free download. So this font is perfect for stylish things. Now you can see it's a serif font, so it has some serifs on the side. So you can just download this. So you can. Okay. So we've downloaded that. We now have to look for it through Pixellab. But first, we have to extract. So you can go to your file manager. I would recommend you download files by Google. This gives you easier navigation. So you can go to downloads. I think, yeah. So once you click on this, you can extract. But first, to make it easier, I would like to move it to our font folder so that I don't have to start looking for it somewhere else. So I'm going to send it to Pixellab assets fonts. I'll move it here. So we just moved that one. So I'll go to the font folder. So this is basically the process of installing fonts. So I'm explaining it again. So you go to Pixellab assets, you go to fonts, you just installed Vesley. So I'll click on this on the thumbnail. You click on the thumbnail and you extract. So once you've done that, you can choose to delete the original file, but I'll keep this one. So this is still another one. All right, so now we have those. Let's go to Pixellab and install. So with February selected, you go to fonts and then my fonts. Now I'll click on this folder because the Pixellab fonts are in a folder. So I'm just going to look for Vesley. Now I'm going to add directory. We have that. Now we would use Vesley regular. Okay, so I think let me try putting these in smaller smaller text. So February. Can you see? Okay. So you can turn on your grids to help you centralize this. So I want to reduce the space in between. So you can just come to spacing and then reduce the spacing in between the letters. So I think this is okay. Now to make this snap to the center line or any line of alignment, you can just click on this magnetic icon on your grid. So when your text is aligned, it just snaps it to that line. So you can turn off the grids and then we'll lock this as well. Now let's add a smaller text. You can come here, go to text, double click on it and we'll say welcome to. So it's just going to be welcome to. Now, as always, we would have to change the color and the font. So back in text controls, we can go to color, white as always, set it to white, and then the font, you can use any sans serif font. So I'll just use Mansfield or Poppins, but let's just use Mansfield. So once you've done that, you can reduce the scale. Turn on your grids. Let's ensure it is aligned. So once you've done that, you lock this as well. Now, we are already making huge progress. All right. You can now add a bottom fade so that it gives it some focus. So you come here, go to shapes, and then we'll select gradient. So I've already created this, but I'll show you how to create it. So you can select any random gradient you see, preferably black and white. So once you've done that, you can click on this plus icon. So this is how your gradient is formed. You can swap out the sliders. So the black is at the down. So select the white on this side, click on this paint bucket tool, and then reduce the transparency to 0, which is move the slider to the left side. And then you click on OK. So now you have this. All you have to do is adjust the sides to fit your design. All right. So once you're comfortable with what you have, you click OK and you lock the layer. Now let's add happy new month. So let's go to text, double click, let's say happy new month. Say okay. Now this can be smaller. Let's turn on our grids. Can be smaller. So color should be white. So this time we'll have to use a stylish font. So I would like to use this color. So now I want to use 3 fonts in total. So you don't have to use more than 3 fonts. So let me see if I have. Okay, I've not installed any stylish fonts. So let me check the Pixellab default fonts if they have something I can manage. So I would try with this. It's not looking so nice to me, but let me just stick with the other one. We'll use, let's try Vesley Italic. So you can download a stylish font and add to your design. All right, so I'm just trying to make this as fast as possible. You can adjust this, adjust the size. Now I'll lock this and turn off the grids. Let's say we want to add some extra, so we go to from gallery. So based on the class we had yesterday, we had this asset that we were able to blur out. So I already showed you how to blur things. You go to pixel cut and you blur them out. So we have this pixel cut logo here because we use pixel cut. So let's erase that. So you come to whatever that is and then go to eraser. Once you select the eraser, you can increase the brush size and then you paint away. You paint away. So once you're satisfied with your results, you click OK. So all you have to do is just, okay, I think we still have a tiny bit, so we're going to undo that. So let's go to eraser and try to do it excellently. So I think we're cool now. Yeah, perfect. So you can increase the size of this. Take it below this layer. And okay, let's move it down a bit. And then you can lock it. So let's duplicate it. So you can come here to the layer, click on this icon, duplicate it. This time, we want to place it behind our subject. So, but I want to flip this. I want to flip it to the other side. So you can come here and go to rotate 3D. So you rotate it on the y-axis. So either you can move this to -180 or 180 degrees, anyone you like. So if we can flip it to the side, and then we are just going to move this behind this lid. So let's unlock that so that we can adjust the size. Oh, we moved something else. Sorry about that. So this is the one we were supposed to move. So we'll move it behind. Then once you can increase the size of this. So we can lock that. So we're already doing a mighty job. I just want us to add a little paragraph text down here. Yeah. So to do that, let's just go to Google and get some ideas. So you can search for Happy New Month wishes. Happy New Month wishes to friends. Happy New Month wishes to friends. So you can just Google that. So AI can give you some options. You can also check some other websites. So may this month bring you abundant joy, peace, success. Here's to fresh energy, new goals, and countless reasons to smile. May all your heart's desires be granted, blah, blah, blah. So you can copy this. Copy. And then we can come here and add a new text and double click and paste it. So we can paste this, and then you click OK. So we really have to reduce the size of this. But first, let's change the color. So you go to your text control, and then color we set to white. Now, the fonts we should use Manfield. So we use 3 fonts. No, 2. We've used just 2, and we're going to stick with 2. So we'd have to reduce the size of this so it's small. Can you see this? So you can increase it a little. Now, this text is left aligned. You can see that it's the left that is in a straight line. So what you can do now is come to align. So most times when I'm explaining this thing to some Pixellab designers, especially on our WhatsApp community, they find it difficult to understand. So you come to align. So you have 3 paragraph or 4 paragraph alignments. So if you use justify, it aligns both edges. So this is left, center, and right. So we want to use center, because if you use right, this is how it turns out. So we want to use center. So let's turn on our grids to make sure this is centralized. All right, so we're good to go. I'll lock this, and I just want to add a tiny rectangle here so that it just makes it look premium. So we go to shapes. I don't think Pixellab has a shape like that, so we'll just have to depend on our amazing rectangle. So I would like to use this color. So now that might be too tiny. Okay, we are moving it already. So let's duplicate. I need to make this smaller. All right. So you see why it's good to lock your layers. If we hadn't locked it, with all this clicking, we would have selected different things. So I would copy this, click on that, and click on copy. So once you have that, you can bring this other one down here, and then let's lock both of them. So we'll unlock this one, so we can just move it up a bit. So we can move it upwards. So we'll turn off the grids, and yeah, you have this. So this is a very simple and straightforward design. So if you have a logo to put, you can place your logo up here. So you can see how there is space around the design. So you can save this project, you can save as project and name it new month flyer design. Once you've done that, you can now come here and go to export image. You can export, I like using PNG, and then quality, you can set the quality to very high, and then you click on save to gallery. Once you're done with that, let's do the final touches in Lightroom. So we'll come back to Lightroom. We'll come here and look for our design. So once you've done that, so what we just want to do is enhance it a little, just like before. Increase the sharpening to make it look sharper. Increase detail. If you want noise, you can add noise. Okay, that's noise reduction. So color, can come to color grading. So this is where you adjust vibrance, tint. So if you want it to look warmer, you can adjust that if you want it like this. So this basically gives you color controls. So this is just the final touch for whatever we are doing. So you can come to light, which allows you adjust exposure, contrast. I like to increase the contrast a little, and then drop the highlights. Highlights are the bright areas of the image. Then increase shadows a little bit, and then I'll drop the contrast a little bit. So I think we are okay. So we'll come to, do we have anything to do here? In detail, so if you come to effects, you see texture. You can increase texture, add some clarity. Yeah, this is just basically to make it sharp. So once you're done, you can click on share and export as. So these are the different file formats. So we would use JPEG, and then you can export. So once you click on this, it exports your video. So